Can you name the most sophisticated as well as secure banking institution in the world? Do you know of any banking institution that didn't collapse during the 2008 crash? Can you guess? Life insurance. It is the ironclad business banking entity that flies below the radar but weathers every single financial storm. Why is that? Because they know when you'll die. And before they invest in you, they calculate it. Life insurance is essentially an investment in your life that pays off only when you die. But before I get into life insurance, I'm not exactly selling it, but I'm just explaining the background and how it plays out and why your private information is used in the calculation of these very complicated algorithms for them to determine whether or not to invest in you. This is the legal code, and on this channel we discuss a wide range of legal topics, whether that's various laws that are coming, public policies, small business information that I would like to provide with you, as well as celebrity shenanigans, but only in so much as there's a legal component that I want to share with you. This channel is dedicated to you guys. I want all of you to win, and we don't necessarily have the most transparent government to rely upon, so I want to share what I know as a practitioner, as an attorney, with all of you, so hopefully it can help you as you navigate through these uncertain times. So if you like that sort of thing, please don't forget to like and subscribe and share with anyone else you think will find value. Also, along that vein of helping you, I want to share with you that I have a medical tourism trip that is approaching in July 2023, as well as another trip, if you can't make it in July, of October of 2023. This is an opportunity for you. If you're one of the many millions of Americans, there's 30 to 40 million Americans that do not have access to affordable health care. So if you're one of those many Americans, that I implore you to take the plunge, to come with me and a group of other Americans to Colombia to receive health care or dental care at a fraction of what it would cost you in the United States, sometimes 70-80% less. As you can see on the website, the trip is a package that includes your 2-week accommodations in a 4 or 5-star hotel, as well as 2 meals per day, your diagnostic exams, your transportation, your daily transportation to and from the doctor, as well as any other medical providers that you would need, your initial consultation, your initial dental as well as medical consultations are all included in that one flat rate. Any additional procedures, prescription drugs that you may need, or follow-up appointments, you'll be paying for out of pocket along with your flight. So as you can see, this is a really economic trip, because again, the whole point of me doing this trip is so that people can access wellness, and that it shouldn't be based on class and privilege, that every human being has the right to health care. Unfortunately, that is not a tenet of the United States government. It is a tenet in other countries that healthcare is a right, Colombia being one of them, which explains why it is ranked number 22 in the world when it comes to access to healthcare, outranking the United States and Canada. The United States having a market-driven healthcare system, which prohibits many people from being able to afford it because it's determined by the market. Colombia, on the other hand, has a universal healthcare system. Their federal government pours in money into the healthcare, which is why it's able to outrank many industrialized worlds, including the United States. So if you're concerned about the innovation and advancement of Colombia, I assure you, Colombia is well developed. It has all the technology, if not better technology, than the United States in terms of being able to provide it in their healthcare and their dental systems. So again, the trip is in July as well as in October. If you have any follow-up questions, you can reach out to me and my team. I will do a follow-up video that's a FAQ about the trip. So if you have any individual questions, you can of course reach out to me. Now, without further ado, let's get into life insurance. So life insurance is the investment in your life, or the duration of your life. It's like if someone buys a car, we normal for them to consider various features like the vehicle safety or gas mileage. Comparatively speaking, someone shopping for life insurance, they have to confront the fragility of their life. And of course, there's the thought, when am I going to die? Or they really don't even want to think about it. Or even what might be the cause of death? How much is my life worth? But not that a company is investing or choosing them. On the flip side, life insurance chooses its customers based on the value placed, based on a complicated calculation on one's life. Insurance companies calculate the probability of your death before they invest in your life. Seemingly innocuous things that have happened to you, that have gone on dismissed as not impacting your life, are factored in the insurance company as they plug into their little algorithm system and evaluate not just your life, but the quality of your life. And then they determine whether or not they will receive a return on their investment. They look at the applicant's risk that's estimated based on the history of diseases and the presence of risk factors. They use 5 years of medical data on you to determine to the day and even the month when you'll live. It's very accurate science as well. The most successful financial institution on the planet as a category are insurance companies. Again, look at the failures that I mentioned in 2008 and 2009 where the economy collapsed. There was a financial crisis that was global. 360 plus banks failed, but no single life insurance collapse. No other financial institution, investment, venture bets on one single variable, your life, but life insurance company bets on your life and issues an annuity or a reverse mortgage or financial instrument based on your life. And they care about how many months you'll live or die and how long you have left on the earth. And it's perfect science. Absent, of course, variations like freak accidents or plane crashes, that's not accounted for in the same way. However, insurance have smartly recognized that asking customers to help guess their own time and manner of death is awkward. So they sell the insurance thinking you're the one choosing when in fact they're choosing you. And so you have this illusion that you can shop for insurance at any company and they'll just provide it to you easily. Au contraire, you are shopping. They're not. Life insurance companies are like the Las Vegas odds maker who take bets for sports games and call it settling the spread. Life insurance called this process underwriting. So estimating your demise. Life insurance require massive amounts of information for it to be profitable. They invest in their technology to be able to underwrite for potential customers, thereby being able to separate risky people or people who are more sickly than others from the desirable people, healthy people, more likely to remain healthy. Life insurers have built the most sophisticated software tools and deepest pools of consumer data on the planet, bar none. Life insurance have always been issuing credit rating system. We just haven't thought about it in depth as much until now. Actually, life insurers have been pioneers in the field of big data and personal analytics for more than 100 years. The Medical Information Bureau, MIB, founded in 1902 and is America's oldest and longest continuously operating credit reporting agency, accessing hundreds of millions of records, growing weekly. The MIB owns and monetizes North America's largest database on medical conditions on insurance applicants. This information includes diagnosed medical conditions from attending physicians, lab test results, qualified physical exams, self-admitted medical conditions. So all of that is comprised with the MIB. The Federal Trade Commission, the FTC, warns that in addition to medical conditions, data collected and reported by MIB may also include individuals' credit history, their driving records, their criminal activity, tobacco use, drinking habits, participation in hazardous sports, and other data. Under questioning by a Senate banking committee in 1970, MIB formed Executive Director and General Counsel Joseph C. Wildenbeek revealed that other categories in the MIB files also include information on what is considered sexual deviation, whether someone is homosexual, bachelorhood, in terms of women, whether or not they have a questionable moral character, whether or not they've had a child out of wedlock, whether there's been a history of drug addiction, alcoholism, hazardous hobbies such as auto racing. You get the point. I mean, they do full forensics on someone's life. Any personal affliction a person dealt with is concluded in these MIB searches. So the underwriter can efficiently access personal as well as medical information, and they use that to make a calculation on mortality and the odds of death and the length of a person's life. Now, how does this work? It's just simple. It's like the underwriter will just open up a desktop, log into MIB's web-based surf tools, and just put someone's name in, and bam, everything comes up. As you can see, it's a very, very extensive search engine for life insurance companies. Although MIB's medical database in North America is the largest, it's not the only one. There are hundreds. MedPoint is another one. Optum Insight is another one. United Health Group has one. These insurance companies have underwriters that are employed with them that have instant online access to all of this information back 5 to 7 years, everything. So the underwriter evaluates an applicant based on the risk factors that come up. And that is how insurance companies decide whether or not to invest in you, not you choosing the insurance company. Where do you stand in all of this? A, you're not the person shopping. They're shopping for you. B, data privacy, it doesn't even exist. It's just an illusion of its existence, because we only hear about the major players such as CoreLogic, Equifax, TransUnion, those dealing with credit systems. But we haven't even begun to tap into the medical industry and that level of data privacy. And that's impacting us in our daily lives, such as a homeowner shopping for a home insurance policy. If it comes up that that person is a smoker, they may pay more from homeowners insurance than a non-smoker, just because that insurance company is able to access that sort of data. And so there's a greater influence on a person's lives, what rates they're charged when they take out loans, because all of those, even having nothing to do with finances, are credited into or factored into assessing a person's risk. And so these networks have a great impact on what Americans are paying for certain services, unbeknownst to them. They're not thinking their credit worthiness is factored in when they go to take out home insurance policy. They think, oh, well, I have a home, I'll get the insurance policy. But all of these are factored in. So what can you do? Well, contact each relevant specialty reporting agency. You can actually request a file and its disclosures to see what is said about you on this web. And you can even verify all of the information to see if it's accurately been reported. And you can also read any insurance application, scrutinize it for privacy or medical underwriting notices so that you know exactly what you're signing up for. Read any follow-up correspondence from insurance companies taking specific notes of any adverse action notices. You are the chief privacy officer of your own life, checking these specialty consumer reports, and it's your responsibility. Officially, I'm nominating you to be responsible for where your information is collected and where it lives. Moreover, these reports also report that Black men have a shorter lifespan than their white counterparts, and Black men have even a decade less lifespan than Black women. That means Black families are more impacted and having a shorter lifespan So maybe take out insurance on the black men that you know. You'll receive a payout quicker. I think if more black people start to take out life insurance on one another, it will cripple the life insurance industry because they will be paying out in unprecedented numbers. And guess what else might change? There'll probably be some better policies. Insurance companies will then pressure governments to improve the quality of life and thus the lifespan of black people so that the insurance companies can have a better return on their investment. Like take the pandemic. As a result of so many deaths, policy sales changed substantially because of the soaring payouts. During 2020 alone, there was 90 billion payouts, especially among vulnerable adults who are more likely to hold life insurance policy. And so that led life insurance companies to pay out over $90 billion in 2020, a 15% increase over the year before in 2019, and the largest year-over-year rise since 1918 influenza pandemic. Despite having to pay out these large sums of money, the data tells a compelling story about the resilience of life insurers and their ability to protect Americans' financial futures at all times. So it's really, really a flex for the life insurance industry because they could pay out $9 billion and still not be impacted. In the year that was taxing for everyone, life insurance benefits provided families with means to endure financially after the loss of a loved one. And the insurance companies endured and kept on trekking. They didn't even feel the impact of paying out $90 billion in 1 year. So that's a testament to this type of investment. And again, they only invest in one variable: whether you live or die. So let me know, did you realize that your privacy information was so rampant and being collected? Although you probably thought that the information was just being collected by your insurance company and your medical provider, but no, that information is then funneled out to insurance companies for them to access in the event you are shopping. Again, I put that in quotes because they're shopping for you. You are shopping for insurance, and they're able to compute your length on this earth based on your medical records and things they consider risk factors and non-risk factors. I think the science is very, very interesting. Again, it's very, very accurate. Absent some deviations, car accidents, plane crashes, those are also factored in, but not as heavily as how one lives one life. So let me know your thoughts in the comments section. What do you think about life insurance? I wonder also, as it relates to this, being that the lifespan of the United States is decreasing year after year because of the quality of life in the United States has become wrought with so many challenges, and that being access to health care, that becoming more and more a distant fantasy for many Americans. How life insurance companies are going to reconcile this imbalance in the United States population, because fewer people will be able to shop for life insurance going forward because of the economic uncertainty. So there's less incentive for them to shop for it, as well as those who do shop for it will probably be disqualified because so many people are dealing with health conditions. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Again, I will see you next time. Bye-bye.